Guys, 2025 has started on a very, very good note. I'm just going to open this and share the good news with you all. Yesterday was the 31st of December, 2024. The year was coming to an end. Everybody was excited. In fact, there was a lot of fireworks. I was also part of making it fun for my family, making sure that, yes, we all get a feel of the excitement that was in the air. Little did I know that from nowhere, my eBay app was going to give me even something to be very, very excited about. In the midst of the celebration, in the midst of the party, in the midst of the drinking, I suddenly got a notification on my phone, and this PC right here was sold for 503 euros. I was shocked because, first of all, I was thinking, who buys a PC just at the beginning of the new year, 2025? In fact, to say I wasn't shocked was to say the least. I was like, wait a minute, this cannot possibly be true, because this PC, even though it was listed, I always knew it was going to sell, but I wasn't expecting that this was the PC that was going to start the whole show in the new year. So I was like, wait a minute, it's possible that my eBay app might just be playing some tricks on me. So I did go ahead to my computer in the midst of the celebration just to check to be sure that, look, this buyer had bought this PC for 503 euros and the PC had been paid for, which means the money is already with eBay, and that gave me a lot of excitement. I was excited because, first of all, it's a very decent PC, and like the goal is to sell used computers until I buy a house, and it's just a new year. I'm trying to push this goal as much as I can. I'm trying to list decent hardwares that people will see and not have a choice, but you just go ahead and buy it off my shop. That's the idea I have for this year, and because of that, I was really excited that, look, this is just the beginning of a new year, and I already have a 503 euro PC already sold, and of course, with the profit all intact with eBay. So I was super excited. As soon as I checked on my PC, I closed my PC and then went ahead to continue the celebration. But today, being the 2nd of January, I did come to the warehouse to take a look at the PC just to be sure that, yes, everything was as described on the listing. But when I opened it now, I saw that the PC is all dusted up inside. It's pretty much expected because some of these things have been lying down in the shelves. So what I want to do is just to go ahead and clean it gently, so that when this PC gets shipped out and the buyer receives it, I do not want to have my first transaction of the year returned to me. So I want to actually do a very meticulous job to make sure that this PC comes in the most pristine condition to the buyer. Because, first of all, for somebody to entrust you with as much as 500 euros, that tells a lot. And as the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is expected. The buyer has done a very good job without asking any question, without thinking. The buyer just went ahead, credited my account, and expects that a decent PC is sent over. And since this decent transaction has been initiated on eBay, I also have to do my part to ensure that, yes, the buyer receives nothing short of quality, nothing short of a decent hardware. Like you can see, even though this PC is already used, it still has everything pretty much in place. Nothing has been broken, and there's absolutely nothing that should annoy a buyer when he or she receives a PC like this. PC is fast, PC is super clean, PC is super quiet, and when the buyer receives this, I just have this feeling that, look, I'm going to get a positive review for this and ultimately get to keep the profit, which is going to go towards my goal, which is to sell used computers until I'm able to buy a house. This is not the end. I'm still going to take my dust blower and actually go ahead and blow the inside of this PC. For some time, the dust blower was kind of out of battery, but I'm just going to charge it up and then make sure I actually give this PC the cleaning that it deserves. You see, when you have a transaction like this, I want to beg you, please, please, and please, go out of your way to do a decent job, because you never can tell who might be buying from your shop. It could just be that the person buying this PC is a top executive, a top decision maker in a very big company. You'll be surprised. The person receives this PC and then goes ahead to say, you know what, I think I do want more pieces of this PC, or I do want a monitor that will actually work well with this PC. Or it could be that the person could go ahead and buy smaller items like keyboard, mouse. You never can tell. So when you get a very responsible transaction like this, a 503 euro PC sold, make sure you do your best. This is not a time to do a shabby job. You might have to go out of your way just to ensure that this PC is properly packed. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be using as much bubble wraps as I can possibly lay my hands on just to close this PC. I'm going to be making a video just to show you guys as well, but I'm definitely going to be doing a very good job to make sure that this PC is presented to the buyer in the best possible way. From my side, take a look at the back of this PC. The edges are still very much intact. Nothing is broken. everything looks like super clean. I'm just going to close it so that we can actually have a better perspective of this. But then the advice I normally give is it shouldn't always be that if you have a very expensive transaction, then you have to go out of your way, to do a good job. Even if you have a $10 transaction, you have a $15 transaction, always make sure you do a very good job. This is exactly how the PC looks, clean back and front. If you were not told that this is a used PC, it can easily pass out for a new PC. Yes, your motivation shouldn't be triggered when you only receive very expensive transaction like this. If you get a $15 item, like I said, also make sure you do a good job, because you can never tell who the buyer is on the other side. It could just be somebody that can actually go ahead and change the game for your shop. Do a good job, ensure that the items are properly packed, ensure that the items are shipped out promptly, ensure that you go ahead to write the customer an email if you've got time, thanking the customer for actually patronizing a small business. These are the little things you can actually do to ensure that, look, people keep coming back to your shop. All these things I have said, I'm definitely going to be doing it on this transaction, because something tells me that, look, for somebody to actually go ahead and pull up a credit card or a debit card or a PayPal account and pay for a €503 computer on the first day of the new year goes a long way to show that it's definitely going to be a good year. Until I see you again in the next one, peace.